In this video, we're going to model a simple staircase in Rhino3d. I'm going to start working in my top viewport, and I will double-click the name of the viewport top in order to maximize it. And I will type in units into my command line to check what units I'm in, and I happen to be in inches. My staircase will be sketched out first using some lines, so I will type in the line command. And then I will start my line at the coordinates 0, 0, 0, which is the very center of my Cartesian coordinate system. I'm going to turn on my ortho snap and just drag out a certain distance here. It doesn't matter yet how far that distance is. My staircase is going to need to cover, let's say, 8.5 feet from the beginning of the staircase to the top of the staircase. I will use my offset command, typing in offset, setting my distance to 8 feet 6 inches. And then I'm going to click on my line that I drew, and I'm going to offset up in my top view. So the distance between these lines is the distance my staircase needs to span. I'm going to type in line and turn on my O snaps and make sure endpoint is turned on and draw a line from endpoint to endpoint. And 8'6", let's just pull up a calculator here. 8 times 12 plus 6, I have 102 inches. And let's say I want perhaps an 8-inch rise. So if I divide by 8, I can't equally divide this, but that's about 13 steps. Just shy of 13 steps. So my approach is I'm going to divide this line by 13 in order to get a equal increment for each stair tread height. And I'm going to use the command divide, number of segments 13. And now what I have is I have points. These little dots are points in Rhino. So I could draw a line from, if my O snap is turned on and I have points turned on, from this point in that direction. Let's say I want my tread to be 10, let's say 11 inches deep. So I'm going to use an offset command and set my distance to 11 inches and offset this line. And what I have here is the dimensions of one of my steps. If I use my trim command and select these cutting edges, I can trim this and this. So these two lines here are a tread. Let's join them using the command join. Delete this line and use the command copy to copy my treads. Once I have a few of them in place, I can use another copy command and now copy all of these. I can erase the treads I no longer need, and in fact, I don't need any of those anymore. And if I join all of these together, and look at this in my perspective view, I have a section describing my staircase. I happen to have my gumball turned on, gumball here at the base of the screen, so I could click on my red arc, type in 90 degrees, move these from the very base of the stairs to 0, 0, 0, and now I have a staircase line that is a section that's turned up appropriately and starts at the very base of my screen, or of my Cartesian coordinate system, and I could extrude, let's say 4 feet, which gives me a surface that is an extrusion of that line. So this is the beginning of a staircase that has very consistent treads and that accurately and equally subdivides an 8.5 foot rise over the entirety of the stair into 13 treads. So that's making a simple stair geometry in Rhino3d.